If you happen to complete all of the Exo Ability challenges, you're rewarded with the Exo Ability Master Boots. Of all these ability challenges, there's one that people seem to struggle with a lot. The Exo Health challenge. Kill 200 enemies while taking damage with Exo Stim active. I must have received at least 10 messages from people saying that kills do not register towards this challenge. Having just recently completed this challenge for a second time on my son's account, I can assure you they do. You just need the right tactics. Before I cover this strategy though, let's do a mini review on the Exo Stim ability itself. So before Advanced Warfare came out, many people were actually worried about this ability, as on paper it seems like it could be quite overpowered. Using Stim temporarily generates health beyond normal levels, so basically Stim gives you bonus health for a short time, which is all you need to triumph in a heads-up gunfight against another player. Exo Stim can be extremely useful on classes with many defensive perks, such as Flak Jacket. It can amplify the effects of these perks, or likewise things such as the Heavy Shield. Lastly, it's also helpful for claiming objectives. The extra health you get can save your life from that one last bullet, potentially letting you secure an objective. So let's take a closer look. First of all, how long does it last? By itself, it will last for approximately 3.29 seconds. Take note that all sources I've seen say it lasts exactly 3 seconds on the dot. From my own testing, I measured from the moment the screen turns green with the glow until the frame before it fades. And that again is 3.29 seconds. However, with the Overcharge perk, which increases the Exo Ability battery, it lasts for approximately 4.29 seconds. So a mere 1 second increase from the Overcharge perk. This is likely due to balance purposes. In my opinion, one of the huge drawbacks to Stim is that it isn't an instant ability. Now what I mean by that is you have to go through the animation of activating it. Whereas Exo Overclock, for example, is instantly activated. So to activate Stim without perks, it takes approximately 1.28 seconds. That may not seem long, but in an actual combat situation, it can be an eternity. Conversely, with the Fast Hands perk, it can be activated in approximately 1.07 seconds. Again, that's not a huge difference, but every second will count. Based on this information so far, you absolutely will require the Overcharge perk, as well as the Fast Hands perk, which will maximize Stim's potential. Now let's talk about the health increase Stim provides. You get a temporary health bonus of 40%, and this can do some miraculous things for you. First, you can absorb a butter hook to your face. If you hate getting panic knifed, this is the ability for you. You can only survive one punch though. If they manage to hit you twice in succession, you're gonna die. Next, you can survive a sniper shot to the chest. This can be extremely helpful. No one likes getting cold cocked by a sniper camping his dick off at the back of the map. Or even worse yet, getting bamboozled by a quickscoper. I think most of you probably knew about this benefit already though. But how about some more obscure things that Stim can help you with? For example, the Spike Drone. What is meant to be a one-shot kill can be made absolutely worthless with Stim. With Exo Stim active, you can absorb a Spike Drone. Not only this, but you can take 2 Spike Drones without dying. How incredible is that? Sadly, 2 seems to be the limit. 3 rapid Spike Drones will still kill you. Also, if you hate getting curb stomped from above, Stim can also prevent a non-headshot boost slam, which I find is always handy. Now, 2 things I was not aware of while testing involves explosives. If you want to be a hero and save your battle buddies, feel free to activate Stim and dive on top of a live frag grenade. You'll survive. Likewise, and hold on to your seats for this one, if someone makes you their ping cushion and sticks you with a Semtex grenade, simply activate Exo Stim. Believe it or not, you'll survive. And again, this is yet another reason to use the Fast Hands perk, so you can activate Stim before you explode. Take note though that if an enemy has danger close on, you'll still die even with Stim, unless you have Flak Jacket on. There's one more bit of technical jargon to discuss before we talk about the challenge itself. Another key ability of Exo Stim is health regeneration. Many people have flat out told me this is the only reason they use Stim. Not for the increased health, but rather because of the increased health regeneration. So let's take a look at how much faster it can help you recover. So after taking maximum damage and then activating Exo Stim, it took approximately 5.03 seconds to fully recover. I then returned to the same spot and took the same amount of damage. But after the last shot, I waited 1.07 seconds before I started the clock. I did that because that's the amount of time it takes to activate Exo Stim with Fast Hands, which is what I did in the previous clip. So after that adjustment, it took approximately 8.08 seconds to fully regenerate health. So that's over a 3-second reduction in time it takes to recover. I'd say that's extremely significant, especially given how fast the time to kill is in this game. So many people say Exo Stim is pretty useless, but with all of these attributes, it can actually be extremely helpful under the right circumstances. I'd like to give a quick shout out to 2 of my subscribers who graciously helped me test Exo Stim here. On the left is Troy, and on the right is Ethan. Without their help, I may not have ever got this video done. Thanks very much for the assistance, I truly appreciate it. So let's talk about the 200 kills required to complete this challenge. Again, per the in-game description, you have to have Stim active, take damage, and then kill someone with Stim still active. If I had to guess, I would say a majority of you that are having issues simply aren't getting the kills with Stim still active. Just think about it a second. Without fast hands or overcharged, you have roughly 3 seconds to take a bullet and then kill someone. Unless you're in very close quarters combat, it's going to be tough. So how do we almost always ensure kills register and make this challenge as easy as possible? You need a weapon that has an extremely fast time to kill. What better weapon than a shotgun? More importantly, a fast-firing shotgun. One weapon should come to mind in this scenario, the S12. If you have a variant that increases fire rate, such as the Whirlwind or the Tiger Blood, I strongly advise you use those. To give yourself a little leeway, you absolutely must run the fast hands and overcharge perks. These will ensure you have the most time to get a kill after absorbing damage while Stim is still running. Also note you have to know when to activate Exo Stim. I see people use this ability in horrible ways. For example, as soon as they spawn, they activate it. Unless you're being spawn trapped, that is the stupidest thing you could do. The odds of you encountering an enemy right after you spawn are usually slim to none, let alone taking damage and getting a kill. You only have 4 seconds at maximum, remember. So you want to use your radar and look for opportunity. If you see a bunch of red dots lighting up nearby, that's when you should activate Stim and rush into the fray. Likewise, if you see a death skull from your teammates nearby, then consider activating Stim. Never waste an activation. If you happen to encounter a camper, or if you notice there are a few noobish type players in the lobby, don't be afraid to taunt them. Creep up, activate Stim, and let them shoot you, and then unload on them. It does no good if you kill them without taking damage. Objective game modes such as Hardpoint and Domination are great for this challenge. Don't be afraid to go near an objective such as Hardpoint, activate Stim, and then go Leroy Jenkins mode in there. Guns ablaze and trying to draw damage and get some kills. I found that free-for-all mode is extremely useful for registering kills in this challenge. Not only do you not have teammates picking off your kills, but the spawns are chaotic. You'll constantly be in your enemies' faces. So observe the situation, activate Stim when you feel enemies are nearby, and watch them drop near instantly with your fast-firing S12 shotgun. Don't be discouraged if this is a slow-going process for you. Chances are you'll only be getting 1 kill register per life. It's very rare that you'll be able to get 2 or more kills in a single Exo Stim, simply due to how short its duration is. Of course, that's not to say it isn't possible. I've definitely got a few double kills with the S12 before after taking damage with Stim active. Lastly, for a class setup, my ideal recommendation is the S12 Whirlwind. For some reason, I like it better than the Tiger Blood personally, but any fast-firing S12 will do, even the stock S12. For perks, I recommend Overcharged and Low Profile in Tier 1, with the Overcharged perk being a necessity. In Tier 2, you definitely should have Fast Hands. For Tier 3, I recommend Scavenger, simply because you burn through ammo so fast with the S12. Keep in mind that with Scavenger, you'll be able to use the double tap fast reload method every time, since you should technically never run out of ammo. Obviously, you need the Exo Stim as one of your abilities. I also had success running the Tactician wildcard. Since you've got Overcharged on, you may as well not waste it. Thus, you should equip a second ability. Overclock was my favorite. It's instant, it receives a significant boost in duration with Overclocked, and it goes well with the shotgun. For attachments, I always think 3 are a must with the S12. Advanced Rifling, Quick Draw, and Extended Mags are my favorite. I always ADS for improved accuracy, so that's why I recommend Quick Draw. With this loadout, that leaves no points for score streaks though. However, remember that if you have a weapon with an integrated attachment, you'll have 1 free point with this loadout. If that's the case, feel free to add a score streak. So again, play free-for-all, hardpoint, or domination. Use your surroundings wisely to activate Stim in an opportunistic time, engage an enemy, take damage, and kill that enemy while Stim is active. The key, of course, is to be using a rapid-fire weapon that will instantly take an enemy out once you sustain damage, with the primary candidate being the S12 shotgun. I've seen people attempt this challenge with slow-firing assault rifles, or worse yet, a damn sniper rifle. The odds of you activating Stim, taking damage, and successfully returning fire for a kill in less than 4 seconds is pretty low with anything other than a fast-shooting SMG or a shotgun. If you're really good at advanced warfare, try to dumb it down a bit and bait enemies into damaging you. For example, walk up to someone with his back turned, Activate Stim and then run in front of him. He'll shoot you, you return fire at point blank range, and melt him with your shotgun and easily register a kill towards the challenge. Once in a while, you can get extremely lucky and actually take damage right as you activate Exo Stim. This can lead to multiple kills registering if you can kill all your nearby foes that fast. So don't let Exo Stim slip under your radar. It has many uses and definitely deserves a spot in at least one of your classes long after you complete this challenge. There's nothing more satisfying than having someone melee you expecting a free kill, only to watch in awe as you survive and get instant retribution, as well as a notch towards the Exo Health challenge.